Right-click on the U.S. States layer and choose Open Attribute Table. Place the cursor on the right side of the state name field until it turns to a double arrow. Click and drag to change the width of the field. Right-click the Object ID field and choose Turn Field Off. Right-click on the State Abbreviation field and choose Properties. Change the alias to ABBR and click OK. Right-click the State Name field, choose Properties, and give it the alias Name. Click OK. Right-click on the Name field and choose Freeze Unfreeze Column. The column goes to the left and will stay there as you scroll to the right. Right-click the Name field again and choose Freeze Unfreeze Column. The field is now unfrozen, but it will not go back to its original place. Right-click on the Pop 2010 field and choose Sort Ascending. Scroll to the right and find the Pop 00 Square Miles field. Right-click the field and choose Properties. Click on the button next to Numeric to open the number format window. Fill the button that says Number of Decimal Places and enter 0. Click OK and OK. Right-click or double-click the U.S. States layer to open its properties. Click on the Fields tab. Click on the Options menu and make sure that Show Field Aliases is selected. Click on the Name field in the list on the left and notice the details about it shown in the panel to the right. Click the Turn All Fields Off button to turn all the fields off. Click Apply and move the Properties window aside to see the table. Now, turn the checkboxes for Name and the Pop 2010 fields. Click Apply and move it aside again. Now these two are the only fields shown. Back in the Layer Properties window, click on the Turn All Fields On button to turn them all back on and click Apply. Move it so that you can see the table. Click on the Name field in the Properties window to highlight it. Click on the Move Down button to move the Name field back to its original place underneath the Shape field. Click Apply to apply it to the table. Click on the Options button and examine the menu items. Then choose Sort Ascending and click Apply. This will sort the fields alphabetically. Click the Options again and choose Reset Field Order. Click Apply. This puts the fields back in their original order as stored in the table. Close the Properties window. Examine the U.S. States table in the Table window again. Look at the bottom and see that there are 0 out of 51 selected, telling you that there are 51 records in this table. Right-click the U.S. Counties layer in the Table of Contents and choose Open Attribute Table. It opens as a new tab in the same window. Click on the U.S. States tab in the lower left corner of the table window to switch back to the U.S. States table. To see both tables at once, choose the Table Options menu and select Arrange Tables, New Vertical Tab Group. The tables now appear side by side. You can change their relative size by clicking and dragging the bar in between. Choose the Table Options Arrange tables, move to previous tab group to return to the original layout. Right-click the U.S. Counties tab at the bottom of the table window and choose Close, leaving only the U.S. States table. In the table window, click on the Select by Attributes button. Find the field POP 2010 and double-click to enter it in the box below. Click on the greater than symbol and type the value 5 million. Click on the Verify button to make sure that you entered the expression correctly. If it's correct, click OK. If not, click Clear and try again. Click Apply to execute the query, and then close the Select by Attributes window. The text at the bottom of the table shows you how many records have been selected. To see only the selected records, click on the Show Selected Records button at the bottom of the table. To show all of the records again, click on the Show All Records button next to it. If you want to look at the states with fewer than 5 million people, you can use the Switch Selection button, which is faster than doing another query. Simply click it in the table menu. To clear the selected set, click on the Clear Selection button in the table window. Find the POP 2010 field in the table, right-click it, and choose Statistics from the menu. Review the statistics values and examine the frequency distribution. You can select a different field in the statistics window by clicking the drop-down and selecting it. Use it now to select the POP 10 square mile field. When you're done looking at statistics, close the statistics window. On the table window, click the Select by Attributes button again. If there's still a previous expression, click Clear to delete it. Enter the new expression by double-clicking the subregion field, clicking Equals, and then click Get Unique Values to select it from the list. Double-click on New England, check the expression, verify it, then click OK and Apply. Then close the Select by Attributes window. In the table window, right-click the POP 2010 field and choose Statistics. Examine the count statistic and observe that only the 6 states that you have selected are included. Close the Statistics window. Click on the Clear Selection button in the table window to clear the selected records, and close the table window. In the table of contents, turn off the States layer by clicking the checkbox next to it, and turn on the 111th Congress. Right-click the 111th Congress and choose Open Attribute Table. Examine the fields, noting the Party field. Double-click the Congress layer to open its properties, and click on the Symbology tab. Choose the Categories Map Type and Unique Values. Set the Value field to Party, and click Add All Values. Leave the colors as they are for now and click OK. In the table of contents, right-click the Democrat symbol and change it to a light blue. Right-click the Republican symbol and change it to a light red. Finally, right-click the vacant symbol and change its color to a light gray. Move the table out of the way if necessary to see the map. In the table window, click on the Select by Attributes button. Double-click on the party field name, click on Equals, and click Get Unique Values. Double-click on Democrat to enter it in the box below. Click Apply, and close the Select by Attributes window. Determine how many Democratic districts there are. Then use the Clear Selection button to clear the selected records. Right-click the party field and choose Summarize. Note that the party field is already entered in the first box because you right-clicked it. You are only interested in the number of districts, which is automatically counted, so you don't need any additional statistics. Click the Browse button to enter the new file's location and name. Navigate into the MGIS Data USA folder. Make sure that the type is set to DBase table. Name the output table CD111 numDist. Click Save and OK. And click Yes to add the table to the map. Notice the new table in the table of contents. The view has changed to View by Source, which is the only way to see standalone tables. Right-click the new table and choose Open. See that all three party categories are listed, with the Count Party field showing the number of districts in each category. Right-click the CD111 numDist tab in the table window and choose Close. Click on the Add Data button. Navigate to the US Data Geodatabase if necessary and select the CD110 feature class. Click Add. Right-click the CD110 layer and choose Open Attribute Table. Examine the fields and try to identify the appropriate key field. Then change to the 11th Congress table and verify that that field is also present. Make sure that the 111th Congress table is currently the active table in the table window. Then choose Table Options, Joins and Relates, Join. Make sure that the top drop-down reads Join Attributes from a Table. Choose the district ID as the field that the join will be based on, and choose CD110 as the table to join. Choose district ID again as the field in the table to base the join on. Make sure the button is filled to keep all records. Then click OK. Click Yes to create the index. Scroll to the right, noticing additional fields are now available in the table. In the table, choose the Table Options menu and select Show Field Aliases to uncheck it. Now each field is prefixed with the name of its table. In the table window, choose Table Options, select by Attributes. Clear the previous expression. Double-click the CD111 party field to enter it in the box below. Then click the Not Equal To button. Scroll down and find the CD110 party field and double-click it to enter it as well. Verify the expression and then click Apply. Close the Select by Attributes table. On the table, click the Show Selected Records button. Move the table window aside for a moment. Right-click the 111th Congress layer and choose Selection, Create Layer from Selected Features. The new layer appears near the top of the table of contents as the 111th Congress selection. Rename it by clicking twice on it slowly and type in Changed Party 111. Press Enter. We can turn off the join now. go back to the table. In the Table Options menu, choose Joins and Relates, Remove Joins, CD110. Clear the selected records. Click the button to show all records and close the table window. Turn off the CD110 layer. Then click on the Changed Party Layer symbol. Scroll down to the bottom of the symbol selector and select the 10% crosshatch symbol. Click OK. If there are still features selected, you may need to click the Refresh button near the bottom of the display window. Right-click the 1/11th Congress layer and choose Open Attribute Table. Right-click on the State Abbreviation field and choose Summarize. Enter the name of the new table to be created, discs per state, and make sure that it's being saved in the USA folder. Click OK. Click Yes to add the table to the map document. Find the new discs per state table in the table of contents. Right-click it and choose Open. Right-click the Count State Abbreviation field and choose Sort Descending. Click the 1/11th Congress tab in the table window to make it the active table. Right-click on the Party field and choose Summarize. Verify that the field to summarize on is set to Party. Locate the SQMI field in the list, expand it, and choose Sum as the statistic to be calculated. Enter the location and name of the output table, calling it Party Area and placing it in the USA folder. Click OK and Yes to add the table to the map. Find the new Party Area table in the table of contents. Right-click it and choose Open. Right-click on the Sum SQMI field and choose Sort Descending. Close the table window. In the table of contents, right-click on the U.S. States layer and choose Joins and Relates, Join. Choose ABBR as the name of the field to base the join on. Choose Discs per State as the table to join, and choose State Abbreviation as the field in that table to use. Click OK to finish the join. Right-click U.S. States and choose Open Attribute Table. Scroll to the right to find the new fields added as a result of the join. Close the U.S. States table. Turn off all of the layers in the map. And turn on the U.S. States layer. Double-click U.S. States to open its properties. Click on the Symbology tab. Choose Quantities, Graduated Colors as the map type. For the value field, select Count State Abbreviation at the bottom of the list. Click OK. Right-click the U.S. States layer and choose Copy. Right-click the layer's data frame name up at the top and choose Paste Layers. Rename the new layer Number of Districts and press Enter. First, remove the previous join on the States table. Right-click U.S. States and choose Joins and Relates, remove joins, remove all joins. Right-click on the U.S. States layer and choose Joins and Relates, Relate. Set the first field name to ABBR. Select the table to join as the 111th Congress. Choose the field to base the join on as state abbreviation. Type the name Congress for the relate and click OK. Right-click the U.S. States layer and choose Open Attribute Table. Right-click the 111th Congress layer and also choose Open Attribute Table. Choose Table Options, Arrange Tables, New Vertical Tab Group so that both tables are side by side. Adjust the window so that you can see both tables well. Click the title bar of the U.S. States to make sure that it is the active table. Then choose Table Options, select by Attributes. Double-click Subregion, click on Equals, click the Get Unique Values button, and double-click New England to select the New England states. Click Apply and close the Select by Attributes window. Click on the Table Options button and choose Related Tables, Congress CD 111. The other table highlights the selected records that matched. We're not interested in the Changed Party 111 table, so right-click it and choose Close. Now you can see the related records from the 111th Congress table. Click the bar of the 111th Congress table to make sure that it is active. Choose Table Options, Export. Make sure that it says to export the selected records. Click on the Browse button or enter the name of the table to be saved and make sure that you save it in the USA folder. Click OK and say yes to add the table to the map. Find the new NE-REPS table. Right-click it and choose Open. Verify that it contains the correct representatives. From the main menu bar, choose Selection, Clear Selected Features. This will clear the selections in all tables. Click on the U.S. States in the Table window to make it the active table, and choose Table Options, Joins and Relates, Relate, Remove Relates, Remove all relates. Close the table window. Right-click the Party Area table and choose Open. Click the Table Options and choose Add Field. Name the field Status. Change the field type to Text and set the length to 10. Click OK to add the field. On the standard toolbar, click on the Editor button. This opens the Editor toolbar. From the Editor toolbar, choose Editor, Start Editing. You want to edit the Party Area table, so click to highlight it in the list and choose OK. The field headings turn white, indicating that it's open for editing. Click in the Status field in the Republican row and type Minority. Press Enter. Type Majority in the Democrat row and press Enter again. Type Vacant in the Vacant row and press Enter one more time. Choose Editor, Save Edits. Then choose Editor, Stop Editing to close the editing session, and close the table window. Right-click the U.S. States layer and choose Open Attribute Table. Click on the Table Options button and choose Add Field. Name the field Hispanic % and select Float as the field type. Click OK to add the field. Scroll to the far right of the table to find the new field. Right-click on the field heading and choose Field Calculator. Double-click the Hispanic field to enter it in first. Then click on the divided sign, and then click on the Pop 2000 field. Click Times and enter 100 from the keyboard. Click OK. The values will be placed in the field. Close the table window. Double-click the layer's data frame name to open its properties, and click the Coordinate System tab. Open the Projected Coordinate Systems folder, and then the Continental folder, then the North America folder, and select the USA Contiguous Albers Equal Area Conic Coordinate System. Click to select it and click OK. Right-click the U.S. Counties table and choose Open Attribute Table. Click the Table Options button and choose Add Field. Name the field area_kilometer and set its type to float. Click OK to add the field. Click the Table Options button again and choose Add Field. Name this field Hispanics per square kilometer and also make it a float type. Click OK to add the field. Scroll all the way to the right to find the area kilometer field. Right-click it and choose Calculate Geometry. Set the property to area. Fill the button to use the coordinate system of the data frame, and set the units to square kilometers. Click OK to make the calculation. Right-click the empty Hispanics per square kilometer field and choose Field Calculator. Enter the expression by double-clicking Hispanic, then clicking the divided by sign, then double-clicking areas per kilometer from the end, and click OK. Close the table window. Turn off all the layers, and then turn on the U.S. counties. Double-click U.S. counties to open its properties and click on the Symbology tab. Create a Quantities Graduated Color Map. Set the value field to Hispanics per square kilometer. Click OK. Because this field has a very skewed distribution, the Jenks Natural Breaks method does not do a good job of displaying it. So open the U.S. Counties properties again. Click on the Classify button and change the classification scheme to geometrical interval. Keep it set to 5 classes. Click OK and OK again to view the map. Click on the Save button to save the map document. On the main toolbar, click on the New Map File button to open a new map document. Change the default geodatabase by clicking on the Browse button and navigating to the MGIS data Oregon folder. Select the Oregon Data Geodatabase and click Add. Click the blank map template and click OK. You can save the changes to the previous map document. Click on the Add Data button and navigate inside the Oregon Data Geodatabase. Select the GTopo shade raster and click Add. Click the Add Data button again. Navigate up one level to the Oregon folder and double-click the OR Station spreadsheet. Select the OR Stations worksheet inside it and click Add. Right-click the OR Stations Excel spreadsheet and choose Open. Examine the fields, noting in particular the lat and lon fields in decimal degrees. Close the table window. Right-click the OR Stations table name and choose Display XY Data. Set the X field to lon and the Y field to lat. Click on the Edit button to set the coordinate system. Expand the Geographic Coordinate Systems folder, then expand the North America folder. Find the NAD 1983 Geographic Coordinate System and select it. Click OK, and then OK again. Click OK in the notice. Click the Add Data button. Navigate up one level to the Oregon folder and double-click on the OR Precip Normals spreadsheet. Click on the worksheet inside it and choose Add. Right-click the OR Precip Normals table and choose Open. Examine the monthly and annual precipitation values for each station. Right-click the OR Stations table and open it. Compare it with the other table in the table window and find the field that is common to both. Close the table window. Right-click the new OR Stations Events layer and choose Joins and Relates, Join. Click Yes to continue. Choose Station Name as the field to base the join on. Choose OR Precip Normals as the table to be joined, and choose Station as the second field. Click OK to make the join. Right-click the OR Station event layer and choose Open Attribute Table. Examine it, noticing that the precipitation values have now been appended to the stations. Close the table when you're done examining it. Right-click the OR Stations Events layer and choose Data, Export Data. Choose to use the same coordinate system as the data frame so the stations will be stored in a projection. Click on the Browse button. Change the Save As type to File and Personal Geodatabase feature classes. Navigate into the MGIS data folder and the Oregon folder, and then inside the Oregon Data Geodatabase. Enter Precip for the name of the feature class. Click Save, and then OK, and Yes to add the exported data to the map. Right-click the OR Stations Events layer and choose Remove. You no longer need it. Double-click the new Precip layer to open its properties. Click on the Symbology tab and choose a Quantities Graduated Symbol Map Type. Set the value field to ANN, containing the annual precipitation, and click OK.